I wanted to bring up a personal kind of experience where not necessarily something that happened to me, but something that happened to somebody I knew when I was I was like homeless, living in the streets of San Francisco for a little while,
Mm-mm.
and there's this kid that I I was like associating with, right? Not this other homeless guy,
Mm-mm.
but it was like a young kid. It's like this young white boy, right? And like when you're homeless, like a lot of times you would like end up sleeping at the airport
Mm-mm.
because usually nobody bothers you there. They just assume that you're like waiting for a flight or something.
Right.
So you can just like take all your shit and go to the airport and sleep there. So that's where I met this kid, like, cause like, we were like smoking cigarettes like outside and shit like that or whatever. And he,
Were you staying in the airport
yeah,
also?
I used to sleep at the airport.
Oh shit, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we can talk about that later, but
Yeah,
anyway,
we can go
yeah,
into that. I mean, that's a whole thing too.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
this
So,
particular the story that I'm saying though, like with this kid, right?
mm,
This was some of the saddest shit,
mm,
right? This shit like crushed my like hope in the next generation of like men,
mm,
right? Like, because I was talking to him, and he put up he would like he had like an Instagram thing that he was kind of crazy.
mm,
You know what I mean? That's why like mostly why a lot of homeless people are just mentally crazy,
yeah.
right? But this was like this was sad because he was posting stuff on his Instagram, and he was like, it was just like some stupid like picture with a filter on it, and he was like, respect all women,
Mm,
right? He said
mm,
that on his
mm,
Instagram. He was like, what do you think? Do you think that's cool? I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess if you think it's tight, whatever. It's like I don't give a shit.
mm,
And then I didn't think about it, but then later, like the next day or something like that, I seen him like sad,
mm,
depressed, right?
mm, mm,
He was like down. And I was like, yo, what's up with you, man? Like, what's going on? And he was like, yo, I love my girl, right? It's my girlfriend. I love her. She's the love of my life. But she's sucking another guy's dick right now.
uh,
And I was like, bro, that's not your girl, yo.
mm.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not your girlfriend. He's like, no, man, I love her, yo. I'll do anything for her. And I was just like, dude, I was like, I had to walk away because I was like, I can't even like think about this right now, yo. It made me sad. You know what I mean? It made me angry. I got like, it stirred up emotions in me where I was like, yo, why is this guy not like just kick this bitch to the curb, yo? You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? And then he's like doing this whole thing. It was like, oh, you got to respect all women. Like it's like he got brainwashed into becoming a weak man.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that made me so angry. It made me so fucking pissed off for him. I can't even explain the emotions, the thoughts that were running through my mind at that moment. And I was just like, yo,
And also, you were kind of struggling too, so that probably kind of got you more emotional in a way.
sure. I mean, I was struggling too, but I didn't like at that time. I wasn't going through like like bitch problems, like women
Right, right,
problems or anything
right.
like that. I was just fucked up in the game. You know what I
Mm-mm,
mean?
mm-mm,
Like I just made a lot of bad decisions, like
mm-mm,
financially and stuff like
mm-mm,
that.
mm-mm,
And I was kind of wilding out in the streets. Let's just put it like that. You know what I
mm-mm,
mean? And but like this wasn't like a malicious kid. He wasn't violent with anybody.
mm-mm,
He was like really chill. Like you could like I got along with him, and he was a little crazy in the head, like little like whatever,
mm-mm,
little out there. Let's just say
mm-mm,
a little spaced out.
mm.
Right? He was on because
How old
yeah.
was he?
I mean, he had to be at least 5 to 10 years younger than me.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
all right.
And at the time I was like what like 32 or 33 or something. This happened a while ago, right?
Mm-mm,
This happened right after I had my kidney surgery.
mm-mm,
You know what I mean? So that was a while ago, right? Like almost like 7 or 8 years ago.
mm,
Um, this was a kid. You know what I mean? This was like some white boy, and he was chill. He was good natured, but like he was completely broken by this like girl,
mm,
and I fucking hated watching. I hated seeing it, yo. It made me so fucking angry seeing that. Because I was just
why you got so pissed off? Why did you think that was?
because I got pissed off because like why are you letting this person just walk all over you, dude? You know what I mean? Like why are you being such a nice guy? Again, it's about being this whole thing about being a nice guy. And you know here's a fucked up thing, man. Like it's not bad to be a nice guy. Like you know that's how a lot of people did get ahead in life by being nice to other people, but seeing people take advantage of somebody like that, it is so soul crushing. It devalues my faith in humanity when I see stuff like that. Like it really pisses me off, dude. You know what I mean? And especially seeing that happen to like a young guy who didn't know any better. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there going, dude, kick that bitch to the curb, okay? I don't care what situation you're in. You can't be taking that from her. And he's like, no, man, but you don't understand. I love her, man. She's my life. And I wanted to hit him. You know what I mean? I want to knock some sense into him. I'm not even joking. I was like, dude, you're making me mad at you right now.
You wanted to slap out of him?
Yeah, I wanted to fucking knock some sense into him, man. I was like, dude, you're making me pissed off at you right now, yo. I can't listen to this. I gotta walk away. You know, like that's the type of stuff that it really made me think, yo, this younger generation is fucking in trouble, dude. You know, this younger generation of men, they're in trouble. Because of the type of shit that they're being told what to be. You got to be like because it was because right before that he was doing this whole thing, respect all women, right? Now I'm not saying like you shouldn't respect all women, but like they're like you have to admit that like the whole like super hyper feminist mindset that's kind of been going through a lot of like entertainment and media, especially in the United States. I don't know about here, but in the United States, that's like crazy. It's heavy. It's like super imposing on everything right now, and there's like a huge. Everybody's got a problem with it, men and women, right? And a lot of people after these last 10 years have finally been going, you know what? Maybe this stuff is kind of whack. You know what I mean? Maybe this stuff is not actually about feminism and women's rights. It's actually about power and crushing men. No, I'm serious though. Like, cause the way a lot of because it's this culture war shit that's going on where for a long time women were like felt like that they were the victims and they didn't have any power and they were second class citizens, you know, to men, whatever, right? And now that some more women have power and that they're in more prominent positions, now they crush men. You know what I mean? It's this whole fucking like having like being resentful of like what men did over history, but they're crushing men that don't even deserve to be crushed. They're just crushing guys who are just like innocent, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what fucking made me so angry. And it really like made me sad after I got pissed off.